Okay, today we are going to start chapter number 7 from paper 2, IGCSE O Levels Computer Science. Our subject code is 0478 and the chapter name is Algorithm Designing and Problem Solving. So we are going to prepare ourselves for the quiz. So the first question in the quiz is the stages in the program development lifecycle. So there are 5 stages in program development lifecycle. There are 4 stages. Program development life cycle, PDLC. So the first stage is analysis. The second stage is design. The third stage is coding. And the fourth stage is testing. How many stages are there?
4.
Can you name them?
Analysis, design, coding, and testing.
Okay. What is analysis about? Analysis about the research. Like if we are having any problem, we need to do some research. And that research is described or distributed into 2 parts. Research analysis is described into 2 parts. The first stage is called abstraction, and the second stage is called decomposition. What is the first stage? Abstraction. And the second stage is decomposition. As I told you that analysis means research. So in that research, basically, we are going to find out what is our problem and how to solve our problem. This thinking is called requirement specification, in which we are going to search that what we are going to perform in the program. Like if I'm going to ask you to make a cup of tea. So the first thing you're going to think that tea. What is tea? Tea is a drink, right? Tea, the drink. The second thing, what requirements you need for the tea? You need water. You need tea mixture, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
You need milk, sugar, right? So this thing is called requirement specification. To think about the need to complete a solution is called requirement specification.
Okay.
Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So how many types of analysis are there? Stages.
There are two stages of analysis.
Perfect.
Abstraction and decomposition.
Perfect. Now the question is, what is abstraction? So look on the screen. Which map you think is clear one and easy to understand?
So the right one.
The right one. That is called abstraction. Like the simplest program in order to understand the problem is called abstraction. Like on the left hand side, you see the map is bit complicated and there are some unnecessary things like yellow roads, the trees, the houses you see here, the rivers are there. There's no need of these things. Why should I do this? Let's make a simple one, the right one. So abstraction means to remove unnecessary things. Abstraction means to remove
unnecessary
from your problem. So you will get an easy thing. So the easy thing is called abstraction.
Abstraction, yes.
Did you understand it? Perfect. Can you tell me what is abstraction?
So it is a process where you simplify. It is a process which removes unnecessary things from the program.
Perfect. Very good answer. Now the decomposition. I think you're familiar with this word decomposition. Decomposition means to break your complex program into smaller parts. Like you are going to divide your program into stages, right?
Yes.
And the stages are called decomposition. Like you're going to divide your program like this. Look, this is a problem. You're going to divide your problem into 3 stages. Look, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now again, you're going to break these stages into further stages. Look, in this way. Are you getting it or not? Look.
Yes, sir.
Further, you're breaking down the problem into sub-problem. So this type of breaking down your problem into sub-problem is called sub-program. It's called sub-program.
Sub-program.
Right? So this is a sub-program, and these are the sub-program. Right? These are also the sub-program. So we are going to break our program into the stages or steps. Is called decomposition.
Decomposition.
Right? Okay. Analysis is done. Now the next stage is design. What is design? I think the word is design means that we are going to create a design, but we are creating design with the help of analysis stage. With the help of analysis, we create a design for the problem. Right? So we are going to design our problem or program with the help of stages. They are called structure chart or chart or pseudocodes. So this is how we are going to create a design. And what is a structure chart? Right here, I already tell you, this thing is called a structure chart. Like decomposition is called a structure chart. Right? And what is flowchart? I think you know that flowchart is a pictorial
step-by-step process
of our program. These are some steps of flowchart. about that stage number, like this one. What is that flowchart symbol? Can you tell me?
Decision.
No.
Process.
IO box, the star one. Star one is an IO box.
I'm not sure what the star. Okay.
Oh my god. And the tick one is a process box. The tick, double tick, is a process box. Okay? So there are the symbols in the flowchart. Okay. So structure chart, I told you the decomposition method. Flowchart are the symbols, and what are pseudocodes? Pseudocodes are the English type words. Like in our program, we use print. We use input. These words are called pseudocodes. Is that right? Input.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Now, the next stage is coding. Coding means to write down the program in a pseudocode forms or algorithm form. So the program or the set of program is developed. Each module of the program is written a suitable programming language. Yes, you use Python, you use Java, you use Visual Basic. Any language you can use to code your program. It's upon you. So there is a testing. Like once you're done with the program, definitely you need to test. So that testing is mandatory. And that testing is called iterative testing.
Okay.
Right? Next is testing. So I told you that testing is a stage in which we are going to input the data into the program and check whether we get our required desired result or not. Like again, you are making a tea. So do you know what is the final output of a tea? It's a brownish color liquid, right?
Yes.
So you know that your output will be a brown color liquid. So the testing ensures that the thing you're making would be work like you're designing it. Like listen, 2 plus 2. What is the answer?
4.
4. So it means you're adding 2 numbers. So in your program, if you're adding 2 values, 2 plus 2, the answer is 4. You know the desired result will be 4. So, but if you're adding 2 numbers, 2 plus 2, and you got the answer 8. So it means the testing is failed. So you need to work on your program again to make it right.
Okay.
Is that okay or not okay?
Yes, it is.
Perfect. Okay, the next topic in your quiz, computer systems and subsystems. We have done point number 1, check. Now I'm moving to point number 2. Can I clear this screen?
Yes, I can.
Perfect. Okay, the point number 2, computer systems and subsystems. So I'm going to teach you this. The computer system is made up of software, hardware, data, communications, and people. Like a complete computer system is a combination of software, hardware, humans, and communication. So again, each computer system is divided into a set of subsystems. The thing, this is a computer system, and we are going to divide computer system into subsystems. So I already teach you this thing, look. So I'm just going to draw it for you to understand. So this is a computer system, CS, computer system. And these are the subsystems, SS, subsystems, right? Okay. So for computer systems can be very large, small, or in between. Most people interact with many different computer systems during their life. Yes, like you're using your mobile phone is a computer system, isn't it? If
Yes, sir.
yeah, if you're using your laptop, it is a computer system, right? And what are subsystems? Subsystems are the part of computer system.
Computer system.
So if we are going to divide our computer system, division, right? Like this. The main, this is a subsystem. This is another subsystem. This is another subsystem. Okay. From this subsystem, we have further subsystems. Look. From this part of a subsystem, we have another subsystem. From this part of the system, we have another subsystem. So these subsystems, which are showing a proper program or which are showing a proper sequence of program, is called top-down design. It's called top-down design. Or each subsystem can be developed by a programmer as a subroutine. So these boxes, this box, every box is also called subroutine. Is also called subroutine, subprogram. So चीज के ना कई नेम है यहाँ पर, ठीक है Huzaifah? Clear or not clear?
Yes, it is.
So subsystem and subroutine is same. Top-down design and structure diagram is same, right? So top-down design is also the decomposition of a computer system, right? Any confusion?
No, sir.
Perfect. Now, moving to question number 3 of your quiz. Problem decomposition into component parts. So we have already discussed it. This is decomposition of a problem. Now, we are going to discuss it in further detail. Look, we are going to decompose our program into 4 stages. Stage number 1, input. Stage number 2, process. Stage number 3, output. And stage number 4, storage. So this is how we are going to decompose our problem. Can you tell me what is the input? You can
so it is process.
No, dear. Input.
When the data is entered.
Enter the data feeding. What is process?
So when the data is carried out.
Yes. What is output?
Data is displayed. The information
result.
displayed.
Result on a screen. You can say result on a screen. And storage means you're going to store your program. Yes. So this is how we are going to decompose our in your quiz. If you get a question like state the features of decomposition of problem, or state the stages of decomposing a problem. So you need to write these 4 stages, okay? Oh yes. Okay. Okay, now we have done how many quiz topic? 1, 2, 3. Method used to design and construct solution to a problem. This is also done. Decomposition and top-down design. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now 5th, the purpose of algorithm and the process involved. Okay. The purpose of an algorithm. Just a second. Acha, we just go through. Look, whatever, this is a structure diagram. So I explained you the same thing. Right?
Yes.
So this is how we are going to construct a solution with the help of 3 things. Look, we have already done it. Structure diagram, flowchart, and pseudocode. So what is a structure diagram? It can be used to show top-down design. This is called top-down design. Even I draw the same diagram like this, right? So structure diagrams are hierarchical, showing the computer system solution and divided into subsystem. Look, this is subsystem number 1. This is number 2. This is number 3, and so on. Okay, next is a flowchart. So what is flowchart? Flowchart is a pictorial representation of our program. Flowchart is the pictorial. अच्छा, book की थोड़ी complicated है तो मैं इसलिए तुम्हें अपनी लिखवा रहा हूँ. Pictorial representation, हाँ जी, of our program. Right? And what are algorithms?
Yes.
Algorithms are the, come on, steps to represent the solution. Please write down these both definitions.
Okay, sir.
Quick. The first symbol for the flowchart says begin or end, or you can say start, stop. Start, stop, or begin and end. Okay. For both steps, we are going to use the same symbol. Look, this is a symbol. Right? So for the both step, we are going to use a, come on, single symbol. Like this is a oval shape.
Yes, sir.
This is a oval shape. Look, I'm going to draw it. I'm not good in drawing. I'm drawing it. Oh yes. I think it's much better. I'm not good in drawing. So this is a start, and this same is used for the stop as well. Is that okay?
Okay.
Look,
Yes,
look.
sir.
I'm good in drawing. Look, I just take from the zoom option the same rule. So this is called a start or stop. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Oval. This is called oval. Now the next box is called, come on, process box. Process box means that you're processing something. So if you find is equal to, like a is equal to 5, something like this. Or if you find assignment operator, this. If you find these 2 symbols ever in your program, then you must know that processing is going on. So what do you make? A process box. Process box is called a rectangle. Look, it is rectangle. And in your program, if there is any loop is going on, loop. So you just draw the bars right here, and the process box remains same. So for the loop purpose, or for the sorting purpose, we are going to use a rectangle with the bars. And once we have is equal to our assignment operator, we are going to draw simple rectangle. Is that okay or not okay?
Yes, it is.
Next is IO box. Again, a single box is used for both purpose, for input and for
Output.
Output. So what is that box? This box is called
Hologram.
yes. And input is always used with the pseudocode input and print, output or print for output purpose. We called it IO box. What we called?
IO box.
And the last one is a decision box. Decision box, I think you know. When we use decision box, tell me.
When making the decisions.
If we have decision, like if
when you ask a question.
If, then, come on. Else. If you are using if then else statement in our program, in that program, that statement have two options, yes or no. So in these cases, we draw diamond box. What we draw? Diamond box. This is also called diamond box, or this is also called condition box. So there are three names for one thing. Tell me. Yes.
Three names?
Yes. Decision box, condition box, and diamond box. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Now draw all the symbols quickly. Write a description in your own wording for start stop, for IO box, for process, and for if then else condition. Do it now. So now come back to your quiz. Acha. Now we are going to start standard methods of solution, linear search and bubble sort. चलो इन पे चलते हैं. ना सारा टॉपिक क्विज में दे दिया तुम्हारे टीचर ने. Okay, pseudocodes.
Yes, sir.
वो भी पढ़ते हैं देखो. What are pseudocodes? Pseudocodes are the English type words. What are pseudocodes? They are the English keywords that are very similar, used in a high-level language. Like I told you, input.
Yes.
Input is an English language word. It's an English word, but it is used in our programming to input the data. Like print. Print is also a English word which is used to going to print the pages or something on the screen. But in programming, it is used for the screen output. As well as for next, it is a loop. For next, do you know what?
Formats. I'm not sure.
Yes, it is a loop in using programming, so it is used in pseudocode. So these are the words. A non-proportional font is used throughout. Like there's no like specific font style. You can use any font. Okay, all keywords, words used to describe a specific action, like input, are written in capital letters. So if you're using an algorithm or pseudocode, and you're going to use pseudocode, so you use a capital letter, like input should be written in capital look in this way, or any other pseudocode. Right? All the name given to the data items and subroutines start with a capital letter. Like if you're using any, declaring any variable, if you're using any subroutine data item, you have to use a first letter as a capital. There are some assignment operators or mathematical operators you can see here. Plus, minus, multiply, divide, raise on the power, and the group. Right?
Yes.
What are pseudocodes?
So pseudocodes are the algorithms done by English words.
Perfect. Perfect. Can you give an example? Example? Yes, Joseph, are you there? Hello? Josefa, can you hear me? Now we are going to start the standard methods of solving a algorithm or a problem. Like there are some steps. which we need to take in making a program. Or you can say there are several ways which we include
Yes.
our algorithm to make a perfect ideal algorithm, right? So first standard method is totaling. The second one is counting. The third is maximum value, minimum value, and average value. Then linear search, and then a bubble sort. These 5 methods are used in algorithms to simplify our problem, right?
Yes, okay.
And you can use these methods many times in a program. Like there is no restriction. You can use it thousands of times in a program. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now the totaling. What is totaling? Totaling means that you are going to make a total of a specific thing in your program. Like a simple snippet. In this snippet, you can see there is a word total. What is the value of total here?
Yes.
Can you tell me the value of total?
0.
0. Look, I'm writing. Total is 0. Okay. For. What is for? For next. Look.
A loop, sir.
Loop. How many times it is iterated? For counter. Look. What is counter here? Counter is a variable here. Counter is a
variable.
What is variable?
So it's a word that can store data.
Perfect. Very good, Zappa. Very good.
Store data types.
Okay. For counter is equal to 1 to class size. What is class size? Class size is also
it's a variable.
We need to input the value of class size. So I'm writing 7 here. So what is the class size value? 7. It means how many students are in class? 7 students are.
7.
So what do you think? How many times our counter will iterate? How many times our counter? 7 times. Yes. Yes.
7 times.
Why 7 times? Why 7 times? Because you say
because service.
Yes, come on.
It's 1 to 7 classes.
It means look. How many times our loop will iterate? Look, 7 times, isn't it? Look, counter will execute how many times? 7 times.
7 times.
Okay, now total is equal to total plus student marks with counter. So total is 0 here. Look, total is 0 plus. Now we are going to input the student marks. Let's suppose the student marks is 35. And our counter, what is the value of counter right now? We are starting from, look, 1. So I'm writing here marks as well. M for marks. So can you tell me what is the marks? It's here 35. So 35 is added to 0 and then added into total. So what is the value of total now?
35.
Yes. So 0 gone and 35 is added here. Now tell me, next paper.